Hey guys, welcome to another Making It Work team building video. Before I explain what the team we're going to be using is, I just want to send out a quick thank you to all the viewers that subscribe to my channel. Leave a like or a comment below to help me improve my video by either saying what I could have done better or what I did good so I can keep doing it in the future. And it also shows their support and I really appreciate it. I know I don't have many subscribers yet, but I'm having a really fun time doing this, and I appreciate everyone that watches my videos. Anyways, as you can probably see, the Pokemon we're going to be using is Rayquaza. So the general strategy and idea behind using Rayquaza this week is the last team we used basically what I thought would be common, such as Kangaskhan, Groudon, Xerneas, and Amoonguss. Although Amoonguss isn't too great in this format right now. Anyways, so I wanted to look at a Pokemon that would actually easily deal with Groudon, Kyogre, Kangaskhan, and Xerneas. And Adamant Life Orb Rayquaza actually does a large amount of damage to all these Pokemon. An example is it can one-hit KO Groudon with Waterfall, so it has to be Adamant max attack. It can also one-hit KO Kyogre and Kangaskhan with Dragon Ascent. Now, it will receive a cut in its defense and special defense, but getting a one-hit KO is kind of a big thing in here because of how fast-paced this meta is. And yeah, I just want to get off the KOs really quickly. So Rayquaza, as you can see down here, I give its base stats right below its name. R means regular, so those are its stats before Mega Evolving. M means Mega, and those are stats after Mega Evolving. Okay, so why do I want to use it? Well, it's highly offensive and can get off the one-hit KOs on very commonly used Pokemon. Its ability also gets rid of its weaknesses for flying types, and that can be used well with other Pokemon. As you can see on the right side, I show the weaknesses and resistance of the Pokemon. I'm not going to be showing them, but Rayquaza does have a fair amount of resistances. Alright, so I usually do a typing of what the team looks like when I have all Pokemon, because it's a really good idea to see how well my team can switch. And right here we can see I have no resistance for Ice, Dragon, or Fairy, so the next Pokemon we kind of build on to resist those weaknesses we have to ensure that we don't have too many weaknesses and we can resist the majority of attacks. Alright, so the next Pokemon I thought would work great with Rayquaza is Kyogre. Not Primal, just a regular Kyogre. The reason behind that is because I want to run it Choice Scarf with Water Spout. And in VGC 2010, it was kind of a common thing to see. It got off a lot of damage and it was really fast. So it can easily take down Primal Groudon if I have Rayquaza out with either its Airlock ability or its Mega Evolution ability. So Kyogre hopefully won't have too much issue with the Weather Wars because of my Rayquaza, and hopefully Rayquaza can just help me. And basically Rayquaza and Kyogre together at the same time, it's really kind of threatening and a good way to sweep my opponent. It doesn't have too many weaknesses, but at the same time it also doesn't have too many resistances. Now if we look at the weaknesses and resistances of the team, we can see that I do cover up some of my weaknesses, such as Ice. I now have a weakness to Electric that I need to be aware of, but I'm building up my resistances slowly. Okay, next Pokemon I want to add on was Clefairy. So, why use it? It's got Friend Guard. And also, Clefairy can also hold Eviolite, which doubles its... It either doubles or gives a 1.5 boost to its defense and special defense, which is really nice and makes it pretty bulky. As you can see below, it doesn't have the greatest bulk, so Eviolite helps with that. Anyways, it also has Friend Guard, which also boosts the defense of my ally Pokemon, so it can help my Rayquaza and Kyogre in battle. And it also has Follow Me support to redirect attacks, so my Kyogre and Groudon don't have to worry about too much. And it's really important to use it with Kyogre because Kyogre's HP is very important, because Water Spout won't do too much damage if Kyogre's HP goes too low. Okay, so Clefairy also adds some weaknesses and resistances to the team. I wanted to use Clefairy with Rayquaza too because it resists Dragon, which is one of Rayquaza's weaknesses. So this is what the team looks like after we add Clefairy in. We now have an open weakness. Well, we still have a weakness to Fairy and Electric. And now we now have a weakness to poison, but we are getting quite a few resistances. Alright, next Pokemon I want to add in was Ferrothorn, because a Steel-type Pokemon is great for switching, especially if it can't be hit by fire moves, or the fire moves are weakened. Anyways, so Ferrothorn is a pretty bulky Pokemon. It adds a ton of resistances to the team. If you look on the right, that's just like crazy. Anyways, it also deals well with Xerneas. The Rayquaza doesn't one-shot Xerneas, so having a second counter to that Xerneas would be great. So Ferrothorn is a great Pokemon to counter Xerneas with. It adds a ton of resistances, like I said earlier. So like we now don't have resistances to flying or ghosts, but we pretty much got a resistance for everything else. So that takes away most of the weaknesses my team has now. And yeah. Anyways, next Pokemon I want to add on the team was Volcarona. It may not be a good idea, and I've said this before in previous videos where you mix a rain team with a fire Pokemon, but I wanted a Pokemon that could do fire moves, and Volcarona came to my mind because it can also set up Tailwind, and I kind of needed a speed control in this team to make sure that I don't lose to other teams that have speed control. And so also fire moves important just to deal with other Ferrothorns or any other kind of bulky steel Pokemon. I'm considering possibly switching it with a Landorus that does Earth Power later on, but we'll just have to see. Okay, Volcarona also adds quite a few resistances to the team and only has a few weaknesses, but the other 4 Pokemon that we have cover up those weaknesses pretty well. So this is what the team looks like after we add Volcarona on. Our only open weakness now is Flying type because we have no resistance for it. So we want to get a resistance for that. So the next and final Pokemon I thought would be good for the team is Raichu. Raichu's pretty intimidating when it's against other Fake Out Pokemon because you usually don't want to Fake Out because it also does Fake Out and then Encore. It's also great because it has Lightning Rod, so Kyogre can't be hit by electric moves, which is great support for my Kyogre. And it also provides the flying resistance that I was looking for. Although we must also keep in mind that Raichu isn't the best for switching, but we'll just find out. So this is what the team looks like after we have all 6 Pokemon in. We have a lot of resistances, which is great to see, and we have no overlapping weaknesses, which I'm very happy about. So that's very good for the team so we can switch properly. We have no resistance to Ghost, but I think we can get by without that. And we have a ton of resistances to Steel, which is interesting to look at. Alright, now I'm going to go over the Pokemon, what moves, EV spreads, IVs, and whatnot they're going to have. So, like I talked about earlier, was Rayquaza. So the Rayquaza I want to run is Adamant. Usually I'd want Jolly to outspeed a lot of other things, but in order to get the one-hit KOs, I need an Adamant Rayquaza. So it's going to be running Waterfall, Dragon Ascent, Extreme Speed, and Protect. And the reason I'm running an Adamant Rayquaza instead of a mixed Rayquaza is because I want it to be able to win a KO Pokemon, and if I split between attack and special attack, it's not going to be able to get the one-hit KOs on Groudon, Kyogre, and Kangaskhan all at the same time. So since Groudon's 4 times weak to water, if I can get it hit with a water move from Rayquaza, it's pretty much just done for. So I think being a physical Pokemon is great for this team. It's also got running Life Orb to ensure that it has enough power to win a KO those threats, and it's going to be running 4 in HP, 252 attack, and 252 speed. So this, I checked how Rayquaza's speed compared to Kangaskhan's speed, and they actually speed tie, which can be kind of an issue, but that's why I have a Clefairy to redirect moves, and I have the Volcarona, forgot its name for a second. I have the Volcarona to set up Tailwind to support the team. I also have Extreme Speed on this Pokemon just in case I need to outspeed other things, or I just need to get I need to get KOs off faster. So it's just a great move to have. And next we have Kyogre. So Kyogre, like I said earlier, is going to be Choice Scarfed. It's going to have the ability Drizzle, not Chisel. Has the ability Drizzle, Its nature is timid because we want it to be fast. We could run modest. I'll run damage calculations on that later and see how well it compares to other Pokemon, but right now we're going to be running timid. Modest would get off a lot more damage, but right now I'm kind of worried about the speed. Okay, we're going to have 4 in HP, 252 in special attack, and 252 in speed to ensure it outspeeds things. It's also going to be running Water Spout, like I said earlier, Ice Beam for coverage, Thunder because it doesn't miss in rain, and then Orange Impulse in case I can't use Water Spout. But the most likely move I'm going to be using on this Kyogre is Water Spout. Next we have Clefairy. So this Clefairy is going to be bold. It's going to have 252 in HP, 142 in defense, and 114 in special defense. I haven't done any damage calculations on this either since I just made the team. So I kind of just split the two defenses randomly. So there's no reasoning behind the EV spread. Clefairy is holding Eviolite, like I said. Ability, Friend Guard. It has the moves Follow Me, Moonblast, Helping Hand, and Icy Wind. Wanted Icy Wind for another speed control kind of move. Helping Hand to increase power. Just imagine extreme speed, Helping Hand. Scary. And then Moonblast because I don't want to purely support a Pokemon because if it can't get attacks off, it's not going to do much. Next we have Ferrothorn. This Ferrothorn is running Leftovers. Although Rocky Helmet may not be a bad option later. This Ferrothorn's Adamant with 252 in attack and HP while 4 in special defense. It has the moves Gyro Ball, Power Whip, Leech Seed, and Protect. It's kind of a general kind of EV move set. Leech Seed, not really going to use it too much, but it was just a move to fill in. Next we have Volcarona. So this Volcarona is going to be timid. It's going to outspeed Kangaskhan's, hopefully, until they Mega Evolve. Anyways, it has 4 in HP, 252 in special attack, and 252 in speed. It's going to be holding Citrus Berry, and then it's going to have the moves Heat Wave, Bug Buzz, Tailwind, and Protect. Tailwind for speed control, Heat Wave as a spread and fire move, and Bug Buzz because it's another stab move. And then we have Protect, like always, on every single Pokemon. Anyways, last Pokemon we have is Raichu. This Raichu is going to be timid, outspeed other Pokemon. 252 speed, 252 special attack, and 4 in HP. I give the moves Fake Out, Encore, Thunderbolt, and Grass Knot. The reasoning behind Grass Knot was if I ever run into Groudon, hopefully Grass Knot can do something. I wasn't really sure what else to put on. I mean, I could have put on Thunder Wave or Electro Web or Hidden Fire Ice, but I think Grass Knot may do a lot more damage. We'll just have to find out. And then this Raichu is also holding the item Focus Sash. Alright, so the last thing we're going to discuss is leads and what I can do with the team. Because it's important to understand what to lead with against your opponent, because if you don't lead properly, you're going to be in a very tough spot in this meta. Anyways, leads I mentioned earlier would be Kyogre and Mega Rayquaza. Just a very offensive lead, and make sure that Kyogre can get off its Water Spout, while Rayquaza can just do a ton of damage. Then we also can pair Clefairy with Rayquaza or Kyogre. Redirect moves, Rayquaza or Kyogre just gets off a ton of damage. That's kind of the point of this team. Then we have Raichu Kyogre, kind of a fake out pressure thing. Kyogre Water Spout, knocks things out. And then just making sure Kyogre can't be hit by electric moves. I've been seeing Thunder used to counter these Kyogres, so having Raichu with Lightning Rod will be beneficial for the team. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a comment below on what you think of the team. And if you're new to this video, new to my channel, and you like my videos, please leave it subscribed and leave a like or something to support me. And like always, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Making It Work Rayquaza Day 1.